Hello everyone. It is Michelle, your Couture independent designer. It is the end of the month. I've not been available to do any videos, so thank you guys so much for asking me where I've been. Everything's been kind of crazy busy. As some of you know, I'm in the middle of not just starting my own business, but then having a partnership with a local business. So I have been a little crazy. But there's no way I'm letting the month go by without doing this Club Couture, because this is so stinking cute. Let me show you down here. Well, let me get this right. Ooh, I'm not able to get it right. There we go. There we go. So this is the Club Couture. And this month is a ink project. So it comes with, look at this, it comes with a tote bag, a two-tone tote it's called. And then we have our reusable silkscreen transfer. And then it came with 2 packets of ink. So we have Cadet. And when you get these ink packets, you're going to want to go like this. So I am just kneading this up and down, okay, for my black velvet and my Cadet. And if you wanted to add other colors, you can if you have other colors of ink. And then we have this cute bag. This is when I'm so happy that Samantha, my old English bulldog, is a member of my club. So that I have an extra one. But look how cute this bag is. All right. Now, when you have an ink project like this, what you're going to want to need is either a piece of cardboard to put in between, because you don't want the ink to bleed through one layer to the next. Let's see if that works. So we do have ink mats in 2 different sizes at Couture. And this one is our 17 by 17. And then we have another one that is a 11 by 23. And what I like about these is they're tacky, so they hold your material down. See, they're tacky. I'm going to see if I can fit this in here. What I do is I take that 11 by 27 and I like to cut them down so I can fit them behind t-shirts, so I can fit them in bags like this. But if you don't have a mat yet, because you haven't become obsessed with inking like I have, and everybody else has, you just put a piece of cardboard or put something in the middle so that it doesn't bleed through. But we have the cutest club reusable transfer. Look at this. It says, fresh, local, organic blueberries. Pick your own, 15 cents a quart, sweet and tasty. I love this. So I'm trying to see. Ooh, perfect. Look, see how I can fit that right on there? So I'm going to take this cut. I feel like this is too far down. Oh well, I can't fix it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece that I cut, which happens to be perfect, and kind of line it up where I want it to go. And I want it to go right here. And I can see, and you see how it's holding my material taut because it's sticky? This way I don't have to worry about the material moving and causing a shift or anything like that. Now, what's different when you're using ink than when you're using our paste is that you want this to be sticky. So I'm not going to fuzz it at all. I'm just going to take this right off of the backer sheet. I think both sides of the bag are the same, yeah. I love how the handles are blue. Okay, and then I'm just going to peel this off, and I'm going to put it over where I have my mat. And see how it's going to stick right on here. That way it's not going to bleed through. What do you think of that? Perfection. I'm just going to grab, these have some stuff in them, some of my color trays, and I'm going to just knead these again. I'm going to cut a corner off of the black velvet. I'm going to put some on my tray. I'm not going to use all of this. So you'll have enough. Hey, Sin, you're going to have enough of the ink that comes with your kit to do this several times. All right. And like I said, if you do have more ink colors, you can always add green if you want to do those leaves in green. You could really design this any way you want to. I'm just going to put my ink there. All right. I'm trying to, since these are so close and connected, you could either use your precision tape and mark it off if you want to make them in two different colors. But I think I'm going to do the word blueberries and the blueberries, all of that in blue. Okay. And then I'm going to do this in black velvet, black velvet, black velvet. I'm going to do the lines, I think, in the cadet, and then the words again in black velvet, I think. So I'm going to grab, there's some small areas there, which I could either use like a multi-tool to get that, but I'm just going to use one of my cut squeegees. Have you designed yours yet, Sin? Get one of this. I think I'm just going to start from the top down. You don't have to worry about your ink to dry. It's not going to dry. This is going to be tacky to the touch until you heat set it and make it permanent. But when you make it permanent, you can wash this bag and it's not going to come off, all right? But you could also use this transfer on other surfaces with your chalk paste if you want to put it on a chalkboard or a piece of wood or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to take this cut squeegee and I'm just going to do these lines. Just like this. I'm going to get those lines. What are you up to this weekend, Sin? It's been a while since I inked. I have my little heat press over here warming up. Here we go. And then I'm going to take another cut one and go in with my black velvet and do the word fresh. This would make such cute kitchen decor, but this is a perfect farmer's market bag, just a little tote. You know, a lot of the grocery stores now aren't even giving you the bags for your groceries. So it's cute for that. Go in with this black velvet. Get it in the silk screen. You want it to go through. And then we're going to do the word organic. Again, if you have other colors of ink, you can play around with them, but I'm just going to use the ones that came with it. For those of you that haven't really expanded on your ink collection. But once you do, you're going to fall in love with this. It's so much fun to make t-shirts, to make pillows. I love to make little towels that are hanging on my oven. So there's so much you can do with the ink. And I love tote bags. So there we go. Now I'm just going to take one of my small squeegees, and I'm just gonna grab some of that, and I'm really gonna just smooth it on. Get it through all of those silk screens. Again, you don't have to worry about it drying when it's ink. Oh my gosh, a spider just fell on my table. It's not Halloween yet. Oh my gosh, see how long it's been since I've been chalking that bugs have come down here? Well, I'm in the basement, so there's always a spider here or there. But I didn't expect one to drop on my work surface. Whew. I'm not even that scared of spiders, but that one scared me because I didn't know it was going to be there. So I'm going to keep going down. I love this blue. Now this has a lot of silk screen if you do the big portion that I'm doing in the cadet. Make sure you get all of that silk screen. And remember, when you have a piece of material or a cloth, it could really soak up some of your ink. So when we peel off, we're going to go slow so we can check to see if we need to add any more, because sometimes it does really soak into the fabric where it looks faded and you're going to have to add a little bit more. I didn't even squeeze out the whole pack, but it's taking up more than I thought. We may have to go back in there. And again, if you wanted to add more colors like greens, that would be really cute in here too. Has anybody been watching the Olympics? All right, let me get that packet so I could get more of that blue out. It's really soaking into my bag. And I'm just gonna get my packet and squeeze out some more. Here we go. A little bit does go a long way with this. All through there. I just love this blue. There we go. And then I'm just going to go over and make sure that I got all of those little silk screens with my ink. Looks good. I got my little heat press that's telling me it's ready to go. All right. And then let's do the pick your own. Now you want to make sure that if you're using ink, you're careful that you don't get it outside of your silk screen, because it's going to stain and you may not be able to get it out. We'll do that one. I think I might have gone off of my mat on this one. $0.15. Can you imagine 15 cents a quart? And then we'll do this one over here. This is so cute. Oh, I just put a whole glob. That's all right. It's a big area, so we want that to soak in. And then we'll see if we need to add any fix-ups if it soaks in too much. I'm just gonna make sure I scrape off any extra. You don't want to fling any ink off of there. I'm gonna check my hands, because you see how I have ink on there? All right. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll use the little pointy part to make sure I don't have any inky fingers, and I'm gonna go slow. You see right there, the tip of that could use a little bit more ink because it's soaked in the bag. So I'm just gonna put it back down and add some. Oh, I really got ink on my finger that time. Hold on, let me get a paper towel. Actually, I have a wet wipe. Well, it used to be wet. These are dried out. How long has it been since I did ink? My wipes are all dry. All right, and we'll keep going. Nice and slow. There's an area at the top there that I want to add more because it soaked it in. So just nice and slow, and then add where you need to add. See how that fixed that? The C in the organic will come up here. Add a little bit more. That tail of the L in local, I'm going to add just a little bit more. Look good, but I want it to be dark. Like that. I'm getting ink all over my fingers. I may have to go wash my hands before we press it. And I'm looking at the blueberries. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, that little H. I guess I was scared to push down too hard on the letters when I did them, because they're so close to those little dots. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to try to put more blue on where it says blueberry at the top there, but it actually looks good. Look at that! All right, I'm just going to put my transfer by the sink and wash my hands 1 second. Give me a minute. Want to give it a second to dry. I'm just going to wipe the ink off with my transfer. All right, hands are washed. I'm gonna dry them, and we want this to dry before we heat set it. It's not gonna dry completely, but it should be like surface level dry. And you could wait. You're supposed to wait 24 hours to let it really dry through before you heat set it. We're gonna give it a little help with our dry tool. Isn't this adorable? This would look really cute on a little chalkboard also in the kitchen or around some blueberry stuff. Maybe a little cute quart. Like I said, if you really wanted that leaf to be green, you could get some green ink and do that too. I'm just going to dry it a little bit because we're speeding up the process. This would be a great little gift if you were going to a cookout this summer, or someone was having some type of event and you had to like bring something, almost like a potluck. You could carry your food in with this and then give it to the hostess as a little gift. Thank you for inviting everybody over. Still very wet. I do too, Sin. Thank you. They really came up with a great design with great colors this month. I love how they've been giving so many different projects, like with the acrylic and now with the tote bag, to really try stuff out. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my mat or whatever you use in the middle, like cardboard, whatever. Ooh. I don't have my press mat down here, so I'm gonna take some of my fuzzing cloths and put it underneath like that. And you want to cover it with some wax paper, parchment paper. I'm gonna put this on here. And then I have my heat press. Now, if you're using like an old-fashioned iron, I call it old-fashioned. If you're using a real iron, then you're gonna wanna iron it for 4 minutes on both sides to the cotton. Let's put this on here. I'm using a heat press, so we're gonna wanna do both sides just for 30 seconds, but it's gonna take me like 2 passes to cover the whole design. And you should really wait the 24 hours so it's all the way dry. Mine is not going to be dry, so hopefully it's going to completely heat set, or I may need to do it twice. But if you can wait the full 24 hours, you'll have better results. I'm going to move it over to this side. And what'll happen, oh no, it worked, is instead of it being like wet or it really fuses into the bag, and that really did. So it must have dried enough, and we're going to do the other side too, and that'll help. But the ink fuses into the fabric. So have you ever seen, like, if you vinyl a shirt, how it's on top of the shirt? Well, with the Couture ink, it just fuses into the fabric. Let's see. Oh, I love it. All right, and then we're going to do the back. I'm hitting that little cricket sign there because it sets the timer for me. I was using by the same brand, it's a mug press, and I accidentally put this down on a cord, like the cord coiled and went into the base part of the Easy Press and melted it, and it sparked. Like I almost put my house on fire when I was making a coffee mug. Which reminds me, I need to order another cord because I threw it out. So yeah, that was interesting day. Because I was just steady staring at my mug, not knowing what was happening, and then a big spark happened, and I looked down, and the cord of the mug press was underneath this. Dangerous. Dangerous. All right. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. I'm excited to do nothing for the rest of the night, but watch Olympics and have my husband cook me dinner. All right. Look at this. All right, let me show you guys what's going on. It's not allowing me. There we go. Look how cute this bag is. I love the blue strap. It matches it so well. And I just wanted to show you the inside of why you want to put something in between. It didn't happen a lot, but you can see it did bleed through a little bit. So that's why you want to make sure, because you don't want it to go through the other side and even through the back. So you're going to want to make sure that you have something in between, whether it be our heat mat or a piece of cardboard, just something, all right? And now that I've heat set it, it is permanent. It is completely fused into the bag. And who wouldn't like this as a cute little gift, or as a farmer's market bag, or just like an Aldi's bag, whatever market you go to. Because they're not giving you bags anymore. So here you have this. Isn't it cute? I love it. Okay, you guys. I think I may press it one more time on the front because I did feel one of the R's had one little area that felt a little tacky. So I'm going to go and do it again. But tell me what you think. If you are not a... If you are not a Club Couture member, you're really missing out. And I know it's just going to get better. So Club Couture is every month you get this exclusive design that you can only get if you're a designer or in the club. All right. And if you want to really maximize the bang for your dollar, then you want to become a Perks member. Perks members do also get their discount off of the club. Okay. But Perks members get 30% off of all purchases. You get special promos. So it really is amazing. It is only $20 to be a Perks member. But you pay $20 a month. You get 30% off of everything you want, and they give you $20 to shop with. No brainer, okay? Especially now that all of the fun autumn and some Christmas are out. I have to put in my order for this kit. Yes, before the end of the month. Isn't this cute? And it's so easy. I love this. And I actually made sure I had my transfer washed and it didn't dry. You always want to make sure you wash your ink off. Because if the ink dries on the silk screen, then you won't be able to use any chalk on it. And I think this is such a cute design that I do want to do one in different colors and make the leaf in green and put it on a chalkboard with some blueberry designs. How cute is that? All right, you guys, have